A spinning back fist is no joke. You only need to get hit by one to go, wow, the power in here is real. Disguising them can make it very difficult to see that power coming, but there's many reasons, 5 of which we're going to include today, why your spinning back fist is still just no good. So let's fix them up. It is no secret that a spinning back fist is a great additional to my arsenal. It can come in so many different ways, so many different angles, and I'm very excited to share with you guys some tips that might be stopping the progression of your spinning back fist. The very first thing that I want to mention, and you're probably going to go, well, Gabriel, it's not even a spinning back fist, it's a spinning hammer fist. But coming like this is just no good. We actually want it to be like this, and everybody calls that a spinning back fist, but pretty much when you watch every fighter throw, they come with the bottom of the fist. It makes so much more impact, and if you're using MMA gloves, you're gonna come along on your actual spinning back fist and hit your knuckles to their head. It's not gonna feel good, but even in these gloves, the damage is just so much more apparent when you come around like that. So first correction I would suggest is if you are coming like a back fist, a karate back fist, change it up and we'll call it a spinning hammer fist instead. Another reason that people can struggle on spinning back fists is they're not good at gauging their distance. It can really throw them off. Now that might play into the footwork, but in general, if you throw obviously too far away, like any technique you're gonna miss, but if you get too close, you're gonna start coming around and have that threatening spinning elbow, which is not allowed unless you're doing Muay Thai. Because of that, you have to make sure your distance is really on point. The ideal spot to throw the spinning back fist from, in my experience, is right out of jab range. You get yourself right to that perfect jab range, and now from there, even with a little step, which is just across, not forwards, then from there, I know I'm gonna be hitting at that perfect point. So understand the distance. Now, we're gonna move into next, understanding the options on footwork. Because you don't always want to have to throw your spinning back fist right from here. What happens if you're back at this point? Now the footwork is so much more important, so you might want to step forward. You might want to take the back leg, and instead of just coming stationary, you step right through. If you feel like you're a little bit too snug, you might choose to do sort of a pirouette, where you just come around like so. Any of those will be great for you, and they're gonna give you more options on what your distance can be, so you don't always have to feel like, I can only throw my spinning back fist at one range. And a big thanks to the partner of this episode, X Marshall, rocking X Marshall shorts and this tank top. They have so much fantastic gear. You just need to scroll through, look at all the items, and you will find something. I have a link down below for 10% off promo code Gabriel Varga. That's all you have to put in. You're gonna save yourself some dollars. Another super common mistake that is gonna mess up your spin is coming around with this striking arm far too extended prematurely. So I get to this point and it's already straight. Now I'm kind of whipping it around, and when you see me throw both of these at normal speeds, if I'm here to keep my arm straight, it's like that, but when I keep it bent, I can get around really fast. So keeping it bent and then snapping it at the last second is really gonna help you keep that energy really tucked in and release it at the last second, increasing the speed, but also increasing the power. My final tip for you on the spinning back fist is start learning how to work this into something aside from just a straight up spinning back fist on its own. It's pretty much like any other technique. If you just throw it solo, it's gonna be harder to land. So if I'm standing here and I just bust it out, sure, I can land it, but it's less likely than if I do something like, and then I come to there. Or, as I had success with against Lerdsila, getting something like a check off and coming back. You can use this in so many ways as a counter shot. Some people even like to go into somewhat of a bladed stance, exposing their thigh for the low kick and then riding it into the spinning back fist. In general, if you can come with this a little bit more sneaky than just walking up on somebody and kind of going, you're gonna have so much more chance of landing it. And of course, one extra little tip, be really sure that this other hand stays high. Because what happens if you go to throw it and somebody comes with a high kick? You're standing here, they start their high kick. If his hand's up, you're protected. If it's down, you're gonna eat the shot. So there are some great tips for you to sharpen up that spinning back fist, stay safe, increase power, and just have fun with it. This is one of those techniques which works against so many people because not many opponents are training or throwing it in their gyms. Thanks for joining, guys. As always, train hard. I'll see you back here soon for another episode.